Assalamu alaikum, this is Muhammad Khair, math teacher of KKI schools. Our mission today is how to solve each equation for x. Before I start, let me remind you by Ali's story. This is Ali. You remember Ali, yes? And Ali must visit home and farm. Yes? So after he visits, he will be like this. Ali visit home and Ali visit farm, yes? Now, suppose you start from here and he asks you to return Ali back. So what you have to do? Yes, you have to draw the parentheses and draw the home and the farm and bring Ali outside of home. Rid of Ali outside of home and farm. It will be like this. Yes. So let us consider this is one term and this is the second term. Okay. So what is the common between the first term and the second term? Clearly you will answer me Ali is the common between this term and this term. So you can rid of the common here, the common between the first term and the second term outside. Okay? And what left from the first term, it is the home, and what left in the second term is the farm. Okay, let us apply this in the first example here. He asked me to write the equation for x. Okay, so because of that I have to make the x, yes, alone and happy. So what is the relation between the distributive property here? Okay, the distributive property here and this equation to make x alone and happy. Let us see. Okay, I will take question number 19. I will write it here. It is m multiply x plus n multiply x equal p. So as we learned, we determine the left and determine the right. What is my objective here? To make the x alone. Okay, now here we cannot add mx plus nx because they are different. Okay, so what, teacher? We can find the common factor between the first term here. This is the first term and this is the second term. Can you tell me where is Ali here? Or where is the common between the first term and the second term? Or what is the similar between the first term and the second term? Clearly you will tell me it is x. So rid x out and draw the parentheses and keep the plus here. So from the first term, if you rid of the x, what left? The m, yes. And when you rid the x from the second term, what you get? Yes, n. So what we call this skill to find out the common factor between two terms. So you bring out the common factor between two terms. the first term and the second term and write it here. And what left, what you left, you write it inside the parentheses. Okay, it is very important skill. So let us continue. Equal P. Okay, I take a lot of time to explain this, but please forgive me. Now the x is the factor, sorry, the variable. The x is the variable. Okay, the x is the variable here, and I'm trying to rid of this, and this guy or this thing is multiplied by x, so I have to divide it both side, divide both side by m plus n. Okay, unify the color. Okay, and what I do in the left I have to do in the right. So cross or cancel m plus n up, and here the x coming down alone and happy, and the left side or the right side, sorry, will be p over m over n. Okay, let us take a similar example. It will be easier and more clear. Okay, okay, great. I will solve the next question. I don't remember the number of the question. Yes, it's 20. Okay, so remember that I have to make the x alone and happy. This is my rule, to make all happy. Okay, now I write the question. We are here, boys. Okay, don't go away. Okay, be patient, you will be good. Ax minus x equals c. Determine the left and determine the right. Okay, go to the left side here and check. The first term is ax, the second term is x. Can you find any common between the first term and the second term? Yes, teacher, it is the x. So write it outside and build the parentheses. And what is the sign here? Put it in the middle. If you take off the x from here, if you take off the x from here, what left? A, teacher. Yes, great. It is A. And if you take x from here, what left, teacher? It is 1. Yes, there is nothing. You will tell me it is nothing. It is x multiply 1. So you take the x, the left is 1. All of time, teacher, if I don't have anything excepted the common, the one is left. Yes. So this is the left side. What happened to the right side? The right side just watching and waiting. Now, what is the common? What is the coefficient of x? Okay, you can write this like, okay, or you can write it as coefficient like this. It is the same. Why? To tell you that this guy or this thing, okay, it is the coefficient of the x. So all of time we divide by the coefficient. So what I have to divide by? Yes, say it. A minus 1 to make the x alone and happy. And what you do in the left, you have to do in the right. A minus 1 and x equal c over a minus 1. In this case, I write the equation for x, or make x as a subject of equation. Okay, my dear student, So what we learned here, find out or rid of the common factor between two terms to solve each equation for one variable, which is x. So let us take one more example. Okay. Okay. I will take 21. It is r x plus s x over t equal 1. Great. Now, teacher, I will determine the left and the right. Great. And after that, I'm looking to make the x alone, but actually it is complicated for me. But remember that if you have in like this situation, the whole left side divided by something, go directly and multiply by what you have down, which is t, and what you do in the left you do in the right. In this case, I break the look pad here. The look pad, it is the guy that are under the whole side. Okay, the whole, remember that, the whole left side. In this case, it is very important to be under the whole side, not under the term of the side. Okay, after I multiply the rx plus sx equal t multiply 1 equal t. What about this t, teacher? It is cancelled with this. So I will get this. Again, the left side and the right side, and I move to the left side to fix this problem. Okay, this problem, it is the opposite of Ali's story. This is Ali, and we have to rid of Ali from the terms. So we have two terms. This is the first term and this is the second term, and both of them has x, so I can rid the x outside and build the parentheses. What left from the first term? R. And what left from the second term? S. So the coefficient of x here, remember that it is r plus s, you know that, equal t, and this is the right side. What is the coefficient we said? It is r plus s. How you know this is the coefficient? All of them are letters, teacher, because he asked me to write the equation for x, so I keep the x. Okay, the x is the subject or the topic of our equation. So all of time we divide by the coefficient, yes, of the variable. Okay, so divide by r plus s and divide the right side by r plus s. So the x coming down happy and waiting there. What happened on the right side? It is t over r plus s. We done. So in this equation it is hard for you as a beginner in algebra, but remember that if you have whatever here, okay, if you have a log here, you have to break it by multiply both sides by what you have down. which is t. All of time, teacher. Yes, if the guy down here, which is the t, is divided by the whole side, in this case the whole left side, it is divided by t, so you break the look. I call this a look pad, or yes, or padlock. Okay, so you multiply the left side by t and the right side by t. After that you get rx plus sx equal t, and you know what we did here. We bring out the common, which is x in this case between two terms. This is the first term and this is the second term. The x rid of outside and draw the parentheses. Teacher, if I write like this, r plus s but without parentheses, actually it is not correct. You have to draw the parentheses. Why? To tell them this guy visit the home and visit the farm. Okay, my dear student? Okay, let us do one more. Okay, it is question number 22 here. This one, it is y equal x minus v over b. Great. Left and right. Okay, I have one side, which is the right side, has a lock here, okay, which is p. So directly without thinking, I multiply the both side by, yes, great. When I multiply it, the p cancel with this, okay, and I will rewrite the equation. Now p multiply y, by, okay, equal x minus v. Remember that I will remind you every time that I'm trying to make x alone and happy. Okay, so we reach here. This is by, this is the left side and this is the right side. Okay, so x minus v. Okay, I have to make the x alone again, so the negative v must move to the next side. Yes, okay. When I move it, it will be positive, so v plus v and plus by, sorry. Teacher, we have this plus, it is for v, and this plus from where it's come? It is already for the py, but it is not written, teacher. Yes, but it is included. Any positive number, okay, you can, it is known that, okay, it is agree between all. You can write the positive and you can not, yes, okay. So whatever, so plus v equal plus py, I will erase this. When I move the negative v to here, it will be v plus by. Why I say that? Why I explain and write this plus for v? Because some student think this positive for the v, but actually it is for the by. Okay, my dear student? Okay, teacher. So this side, the left side, will be v plus by equal x. And as you see here, the x is alone and happy. Okay? Okay, my dear student? Teacher, it is in the right. It has a problem if I write like this? No, no, my dear student. And also you can switch it without pay anything. Okay, you can write it like this or like this, like you say. Okay, 2 equal or I don't know how to say it, but it is working. Okay, it is working. Like when you say 5 equal 2 plus 3, or you say 2 plus 3 equal 5. Okay, my dear student. Okay, are you happy now? I think so. A lot of skills you learned in this session. It is beautiful. See the tricky question here. 23. It is S equal C plus XC, left and right, and all of you happy, I know. Oh, teacher, there are two terms have the C as a common factor, like Ali, I can read him out. But remember that the question said the X is the topic or the subject. Okay, the X is the subject. So in this case, don't make the distributive property, okay, or to find out the common factor between the first term and the second term. Okay, just read or transport the C in the left side. It will be S minus C equal XC. And I have to eliminate the C, which is the coefficient of X here. So divide by C both sides. Okay. Okay, so it is S minus C over C equal X, or you can write it, you can switch it. X equal S minus C over C. So what is the difference here between why I don't find out or yes, find the common factor between the first term and the second term? The answer is you cannot take the C as a common factor here, because he asks you for X. You have to solve the equation for X. But teacher, if he asks me to find the solution of equation for C, in this case you get out the C outside and as a common factor and use the distributive property. Yes, okay, if he say for C, but because he say for X, you don't need to do that. You just rid of the C here and then divide by C in the next step. Okay, my dear student, it is very important question or situation. Now we have this situation, X over A equal Y equal B. It is very important to remind yourself you are working for X. Yes, if I ask you what is the coefficient of X here, it is A, teacher. No, it is 1 over A, because there are a hidden one here. So 1 over A, it is the coefficient. So we divide both sides by 1A, teacher. Yes, so divide by 1 over A, and this side, let me change the color. So this is the left side and this is the right side. I will divide by 1 over A, divide by 1 over A. The X come happy and waiting. What will happen here? Okay, let us take it here. We apply what we learned. y over b from up to down, divide by 1 over a. What is the first step? Yes, change the divide to multiply. Great. And flip this. It will be a over 1. Okay? And the dividend stay. Now multiply up with up and down with down. So it will be y multiply a equal ay, or you can say ya, it is up to you. B multiply 1 or equal b. So the x equal ay over b. Okay? Okay. Teacher, we deal with the numbers or with the letters or with the variables like the numbers? Yes. But actually you don't know what is the value of the letters. So you just multiply and you keep the letter. Like a multiply y equal ay or ya. Okay, it is easy. So this is the value, or this is the solution of the equation for x. Okay, my dear student. Okay. Okay, I take a long time. Okay, sorry for that, but let me take 26. The last question. It is 4 multiply x minus b equal x. So what is the first step? I cannot make the x alone and happy until I break the parentheses. But in the previous question, we make the parentheses if the x is the common factor between two terms. Remember that. Now 4 multiply x equal 4x. 4 multiply negative b, it is negative 4b, which equal x. Okay, I will bring this x here and rid of this term to the right side. Okay, so it will be 4x minus x equal 4b. Okay, now 4x minus x, I can combine them. Yes, it is equal 3x equal 4b. Now what is the coefficient? It is 3, so divide by 3. So x equal 4 over 3b. You can write it like this, or you can write it like this, 4b over 3. Both of them are correct. Thank you for watching. I know I take a long of time, but you can choose any question and watch the video. This is Muhammad Khair, and see you in the next session. Goodbye.